Happy Monday, my brother. It's been a week since I caught up with you. How are you doing?
Yeah, happy Monday, man.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, sorry,
Yep,
since we caught
yep.
up.
Sorry, RedFlagz audience.
Please give your apologies. Provide your apologies because we know it's not me.
We we couldn't make time. We couldn't
We,
make time. We
we.
couldn't make time.
Okay.
We couldn't make time. We are a
That's
team here,
yes,
Yimika. We
yes,
are a
yes,
team
yes.
here. We couldn't make time to record an episode last week, so we apologize. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and we promise this show will definitely make up for lost time. So Yimika, over to you.
We're also probably going to take a break for the holidays. So at the end of it, we'll give our happy holidays and our New Year's wishes, but just a quick admin kind of thing. But yeah, let's jump straight into the NBA.
Yes,
Last
sir.
we were talking about the semifinals and both for the Eastern and Western Conference, and we've had the championships, the New York Knicks, which actually was a snoozer of a game for real, for real. See, I watched it, or I tried to watch it. It was kind of competitive because the Spurs were leading for most of the game, and the Knicks kind of had like a late comeback and all of that, but it still really wasn't a great watch. That's just like the hardest thing about it. I think hot take was that the Spurs versus OKC felt more like the final. And oftentimes, I guess that's the thing about the West. Like they have a lot of competitive teams, and only one can make it out. So their conference finals or their NBA Cup finals oftentimes feels like the actual championship finals. Which I've been here out here in the States talking to my cousin a little bit more about basketball and what's going on. We used to watch a lot of basketball together as younger adults, and yeah, it's just changed a lot. Just not as interesting, hard to keep up with it, and we'll continue to deliver content to you guys, but it is a struggle as a league. I don't know. Have you been watching any games much recently?
Nah, not really. Just LeBron mostly. Um, yeah, my prediction that was a joke, guys. I'm not that. Come on, like it was a joke. But yeah, orange and blue skies. Go Knicks. Go New York. I'm happy they won. Clear sign of progress. Hopefully they win the big one at the end of the season. We'll be
You're not
keeping
looking
tabs.
likely.
We'll be keeping tabs. We'll be keeping tabs for sure. But like the people who were expected to ball on the night. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I think there are going to be a couple of shakeups across the league with some big trades. I think we've gotten to that point where um, a lot of people who sign contracts in the summer can now become tradable assets. So we'll
Mhm.
see what happens because honestly, I think the NBA needs a little bit of a rejig, especially on the Eastern Conference. But yeah, let's pivot over to your favorite segment, which is obviously your college football.
Yeah, I mean, what better segment to be fair? Yeah. So the college football playoff first round happened over the past weekend, and on Friday, number 9 Alabama played number 8 Oklahoma University, and yeah, Bama actually dug a 17-0 hole for themselves, and by hook or by crook, scored 27 straight, and yeah, Oklahoma missed 2 late field goals. Bama won the game 34-24. Like, yeah, it was a good watch. It was definitely a good watch all around. A better watch than on Saturday at noon. Number 10 Miami visited number 7 Texas A&M, and yeah, this to some might have come as a surprise, but um the first half was scoreless. It was a very windy day. Like the first half was scoreless. People were missing field goals. Like nobody could really like get their offense going. Um yeah, third and goal, 20 something left on the clock. late Texas A&M drive, and the quarterback gets picked off in the end zone. Game over, like 10-3. Yimika, let me get your thoughts before I circle back.
Yeah, Cozy is trying to get her thoughts in. um, yeah, the game was quite interesting. I kind of started towards the second half, so I guess that was the interesting part that I saw. And yeah, I think it was a good battle. Honestly, like the highlight of the first round of the college football game, the more competitive game at least. Ty Simpson was looking good. What's his name? Montgomery, number 5 for Alabama. Is that his name? No, not Montgomery. Bernard.
Yeah.
Looking good. Crazy catch. Basically caught some ball on somebody's helmet and literally just like pulled it out. There were lots of big time plays from big players. Sorry, William is still looking lost and found kind of guy, but hopefully next round might be his round to show up, because Indiana and their defense is quite a situation that they have to try and prevail over. But altogether I thought Alabama deserved it. Oklahoma had like a good push towards the end, but clearly like there were just a couple of lack of sync between the teams. So I think the better team won, and I've told you what my hot take. I really think Alabama, based on that win. I mean, if we look at who they have to play next, if they beat Indiana, I don't see any team realistically that can stop that momentum that they will be able to sort of pick up from that game. So I think that is the critical game, and potentially this Ole Miss Georgia game, because those are the two people that I'm kind of leaning towards. But again, never say never with Ohio State, because that's what they did last season, and they lifted the trophy.
Well, fair enough. So the other games from the first round, we had the scrubs of the college football playoff. Number 11 Tulane lost 41-10 at number 6 Ole Miss, and number 12 James Madison University JMU lost 51-34 at Oregon.
Dante Moore was 34th is crazy, bro.
Dante Moore balled out, but yeah, they put up 34 because I don't know, like you could tell, like I don't want to be disrespectful and say garbage points, but
okay, it's like second stringers kind of guy.
Yeah, like at some point, like the game was over, and like just make your plays, get your highlight reel, you're still going to lose in the end. Yeah, so that's how the game. But it was interesting to watch, right, for a neutral. But like, Oregon was definitely going to win that game.
I mean, it's kind of what I'd be saying, and that's low-key why I've always liked Oregon as a team. Like that 51 points, like you are going to see Oregon put up points fast, and focus more on the offensive. It hasn't helped them yield a national championship, even though they are an exciting team to watch. But maybe this season might be the season. I mean, a lot of good quarterbacks that they have in the league right now. So is Dante Moore the next guy up there? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. He and Mendoza of Indiana are definitely like the two highest rated prospects going to the next draft. I don't know if Dante Moore is going to declare for the draft yet.
Come on. Come on.
Bro, these guys make a lot of money in college, man. Like if you feel you want to give it one more year, like why not?
He transferred into Oregon, and I think that was clearly like for that one national attention and ability to sort of build a profile for yourself, so that when you get into the draft, like you're a known entity, you're not trying to make a name for yourself and all of that.
For sure. Well, the big guns, the top 4 seeds, are going to be in action this coming weekend. So I don't know, Yimika, do you want to, like, now that you're seeing the picture a bit clearer, like, do you want to make your picks known at this point? Oh, sorry, you already said Bama.
Yeah, I said Bama, Oregon to win, Georgia to win, Ohio State. I think Georgia wins over Ohio State, and then it's like Ohio State, Bama final, which would be good. A rematch of the SEC championship. We do like to big up the SEC. So we have to back that a little bit here and see what happens. But again, I would not be shocked if Ohio State do another repeat.
Fair enough. I do be liking what I'm seeing out of Texas Tech too. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, those guys have, to me, like they have an older like roster. Like, I feel like those guys are like more veteran. Like, I don't know, like boys against men sometimes when I see them playing, and I don't know, it just might shock people and go the way. So that's just my wild card pick for this. Like, no off, no basis in particular, just wild card. We'll see.
Are they related to Colorado by any chance?
I mean, they play the Big 12, so I'm more familiar with them, right?
Okay.
Like,
there has to be some linkage.
No, that's the only.
We have to drop Colorado in every segment.
You brought it up. I didn't. Like, but I'm more familiar with them because I watched the Big 12, right? And yeah, they won the Big 12. But yeah, I think this is a good place to shut this down and move on to
okay. Let's talk a little bit about the professional league, the NFL. The league that's dominating right now, like, bro, like I was shocked when I was seeing games on Saturday, and it's not even yet Christmas holiday. Like, they have stepped on everybody's toes when it comes to like capturing the audience, and they know they can do it easily. So, thoughts from these past couple of games?
I think they do it around this whole CFP time, because like ESPN has like the
prime time slots, I guess,
rights for all the CFP games, right? So Fox essentially had to use their Saturday slots for something. So NFL games fell on Saturday for Fox. Yeah. So I mean, before we go to Saturday, it started on Thursday, and it was the LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks, and crazy Thursday night game, 38-37 in overtime. Like, it was like, I don't know, 2-point conversion, like to tie the game at 30-30, right? So the Seahawks scored a touchdown and went for two. The ball dropped in the end zone, but it was fumbled. It wasn't an incomplete pass, and the guy picked up the ball before the refs blew the whistle. Touchdown.
Yeah, wasn't it? Was having it.
Honestly, man, like, people who bet on that game, I'm so sorry. Like, some people will have run mad. Like, some people are like, I've never seen anything like that. And like,
I do like
in like fashion, like in overtime, like Rams scored touchdown, Seahawks scored a touchdown in reply and went for two and got it done. That was it.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I do like how that when the opportunity came for them to kill the game, like, they weren't gun shy and trying to just, kick the field goal and keep,
Bro, go big or go home, man.
No, because again, it was important for them. Like, they knew that if they didn't get the win, then they wouldn't they wouldn't go above the Rams as the number one seed.
Number one seed in the NFC, yeah. So like,
so
Seahawks currently 12-3. Yep. Seahawks now 12-3, Rams 11-4. They were both 11-3 going into the game, and shout out to Sam Darnold doing it. Yimika, let's hear from your boys.
I mean,
Washington.
Again, we're right there behind them. I think this was a critical game for us because there's potential for us to get the number 2 seed. Obviously, trying to avoid that number 1 seed is important. So this was like a good build up from the Raiders game where they obviously like got the offense back on track. Jalen Hurts played well. All the big time players like AJ Brown, even Saquon had a pretty decent game. So I think altogether it was a good momentum builder, and obviously having Dallas catch the L and us clinching our division was.
Bro, I think Dallas was eliminated just from you guys winning your game. Like, even before they snapped the ball. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just important for us not to be looking backwards and focusing forward, which is where I think we need to be doing.
We know that was all hype. Like Jerry has got his Super Bowl. Dak 4,000 yards passing, you know, 1,000 yards receiving wideouts.
They can have all the stats that they want. That doesn't result to anything.
Jerry has won. Like that's Jerry has won. Don't worry.
They'll start their whole rumor mill for next season. Are they going to sign Pickens or is he going to be traded? Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Anyhow, you want to talk a little bit about the Packers and Bears? That was also a pretty interesting game.
Yeah. So the Green Bay Packers visited Chicago Bears. Bears won that game 22-16 in overtime, and I just have to shout out Caleb Williams, last year's #1 overall pick. You know, there were doubts around, did he really deserve to go #1? You know, people doing their redraft and putting J.D. Daniels above him. But this season, he has really shown that, yeah, Ibra fraud, because he's sticking it up as defensive coordinator in Dallas these days. And yeah, Ben Johnson came in, transformed the entire offense, and Caleb Williams, DJ Moore connection. Like, Bears were down by 10, less than 5 minutes to go in the game. They scored a field goal. They recovered an outside kick with like 3 minutes left. Caleb Williams led touchdown drive. You know, just it was just like a very clean. They ran a very clean operation to end regulation, and in overtime, Green Bay turnover on downs. Like the Bears defense, like those guys are for real. And yeah, 64-yard touchdown drive left to DJ Moore. Like, just game over, man. Like it was well deserved. It was a good game. The Packers, unfortunately, Jordan Love suffered an injury, but like, to be fair, the backup came in and kind of played better than Jordan Love. But yeah, like,
we'll leave that Love situation for another day.
Yeah,
because
we'll leave it for another day. Like, Yimika is not a fan, and like,
I'm not a fan, but I just don't believe a lot of the hype. Like, he's like a B-tier quarterback. He kind of reminds me so much of just Justin Herbert. Like, a lot of like, he's a good quarterback, but why doesn't his team win?
We'll find out. The Chargers seem to be on their way to the playoffs. We'll see what Mr. Harbaugh can do for them.
We'll see. Do you want to talk a little bit about the AFC North? I think that's your favorite
race. Yes, I mean, come on, my two guys play in that division, like Lamar and Shado, obviously, for the Browns. The Steelers, with the win over Detroit, essentially have wrapped up the AFC North division. 98% favorites now to win that division, with the Ravens just having a 2% chance after their loss to the Patriots. When ending in the Steelers game, they called, like, the Lions had to score a touchdown to win, and first and goal, offensive pass interference, went back, false start, went back, tried, and on the final play, fourth down, called offensive pass interference on Amora, and the refs took their precious time to come to the decision. It was a touchdown, but OPI, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. I guess they left it too late to respond to the Steelers, and Steelers deserve to win. They won that game. The Ravens, on the other hand, they lost in weird fashion to the Patriots. And okay, Lamar got injured in the first half, couldn't finish the half. Tyler Huntley came on. Tyler Huntley is literally like low budget Lamar. Like, I don't think there's anything Lamar can do that guy can't do. Like, he's actually a very, very, very good backup for Lamar Jackson, because they are very similar. Like, they have a lot of similar traits. Like, you might be confused. Like, if you see him wearing number 8, you might be confused and think that's Lamar. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's how similar they are, right? Derrick Henry on the night 2 rushing touchdowns, 128 yards, 12 carries. Like, he got the Ravens up by 11 in the fourth quarter. And in the last 12 minutes of that game, he did not get a single carry. Like, he was not on the field for any of their last 2 drives. And I don't know, like, did the Ravens want to lose that game? Because, like, make it make sense, bro. Like, this guy, like, yes, fine. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball in the first half. But come on, he got over it and still balled out, right? Like, what are we doing? Like, anyway, I'm on the bandwagon of the Ravens fans right now. Fire Harbour, please. Fire that guy. Like, I know it's not getting fired, but fire Harbour, please. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to sort of kind of wrap it up, because I think there's been a lot of pressure on Mike Tomlin on the other side of the AFC North that we discussed. Baba showed himself as Mr. Consistent. This is his 19th season having a winning record, continuing the Steelers record or tradition. So overall for the Steelers is 22 seasons. Whereas Harbaugh, on the other hand, he's won Super Bowls. I mean, Tomlin has also won Super Bowls. He's just a little bit erratic. Like, they can be up, they can be down. He's a good developer of talent, which is one thing I have to say about him. Like, the whole Lamar, from who he was to who he is, like, he's been a major contributor to that development. But the question always has to be asked, like, is it time for new blood in Baltimore? Do they need a new direction?
Yes.
Look at what happened with the Seahawks with Pete Carroll. They moved on from someone who was a legacy coach, and they're doing a lot better in quite a short turnaround period. So
guess who's their coach? Guess who's their head coach?
Tell us.
The Ravens' old defensive coordinator, who many argue should have been elevated to be the head coach. But
yeah, that's tough to that's a tough pill for what's his name, Harbaugh, to swallow, where his number 2 guy is coming to supersede him. But again, we'll see what the NFL postseason has to offer in terms of coach shakeups and so on and so forth. But I think this is a good time for us to do some quick hits before we move into soccer.
Yeah, just real quick, Joku looking like himself again, but I mean, Queiroz led Dolphins, 45-21 win, 309 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Congrats, Bengals fans. Joku, big ups. Panthers beat the Bucks 23-20. Late Baker Mayfield interception, couldn't get the field goal, send it into overtime. Quite unfortunate, but I mean, I'm smiling. I love it because, guys, the Glazers own the Bucks. They can die for like him, man. Like, they usually have their backup plan. You know, at least the Bucks will make the playoffs when Manchester United is so useless. No backup plan for you guys.
Give us your last hit
no
so
backup plan for
we can
you
get
guys.
it to Manchester United. Wow.
And finally, like, credit Trevor Lawrence and the entire Jacksonville Jaguars organization. 11-4 for the season. Like, they beat the Denver Broncos in Denver yesterday, and like, yes, guys, like, I think it is time to acknowledge them as a serious team this season. And yeah,
we'll see.
Big ups.
I mean, they made it to playoff last time, but we'll see what they do when they get in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's jump into Prem. A lot of key games that happened over this weekend. Big games, interesting games too. We'll start with the big one to start the weekend. Chelsea against Newcastle. Wonder, Victor Wonder. How do you pronounce his name, bro?
Voltemada.
Voltemada with his magical touches. 2 goals.
Two ex-United donkeys played that game, by the way. Elanga and Banacho.
Yeah. we always gotta hear the Colorado Buffs or Manchester United certified.
Bro, I'm so sorry. Like, once I'm a hater. Like, you can't, like, it's very hard to make me unhate you. Like,
anyhow, the 2 goals that he put up to give them the lead were not able to hold on. Chelsea comes back and equalizes 2-2 draw, which was, I think, well deserved.
Refs had a lot to do with that.
Did you watch the whole game? Because I didn't catch it all.
I didn't watch the whole game, but like there were definitely some potential penalties that were not honored by the ref in favor of Newcastle. Like Chelsea got away with some things there. Like,
We might need to do a new ref watch.
yeah, we digress.
Let's talk a little bit about Liverpool and Spurs. That was the other big game that happened. Liverpool, 2-1 win for Liverpool. Spurs just looking like Spurs as always. I think I was seeing a stat where they had this season 54 points that they could have earned, and they only collected 20 of them at home. So let's not even talk about their form. I think one thing that I wanted to highlight was Wirtz and Frimpong, I think, both had assists for the goals for Isak and Ekitike. So it's almost like all their summer signings had the game to showcase all their talents.
Yeah. Are you going to talk about the sacrifice that Liverpool had to make for Wirtz to finally assist a goal? Like the sacrifice that was required.
Yes, Salah wasn't on the bench at all. Even did not get PT.
Who got injured and is looking like he'll be out for a while.
Yeah, Isak is definitely someone that, again, another big signing, and hasn't really hit the ground running. This was his second Premier League goal, I think, and now he's going to be on the side for, I think, much of the season. So they're already talking about replacement. We'll get into a little bit about potential January intrigues that we want to talk about, but clearly Liverpool have issues that they need to think through. Probably less than Spurs does. Spurs needs a whole new team. 2 red cards. Captain Fantastic and one of their summer signings, Xavi Simons, who is looking like God. There were times when I used to think that was a player that Arsenal should have bought, but oh my God, he just looks like a joke. Let's talk about the next big team, the second team in form, I would say, which is Man City. 3-0 win against West Ham. Haaland with another goal. A lot of magic from Cherky. He is really like the player in form. I know a lot of people have been talking about Phil Foden and stuff like that, but I think Cherky is the guy that has really been the engine. And I make the joke all the time that he looks a lot like Bernardo, primetime Bernardo, even though Pep was giving a lot of praise for Bernardo and stuff like that. So they're a team that I'm currently a little bit concerned about because they're getting hot at the right time, but we'll see how long or if they can sustain it. Another team with intrigue for the January transfer window. Then we can talk a little bit about my Gunners, 1-0 win against Everton. Very, very poor game, to be honest. Not a lot of attacking highlights. I mean, there were 2 times when we hit the bar. But
your team won, right?
Yeah, they
won. As poor as
it
was, you guys won, right? You did what you were supposed to do.
Bro, I mean, that's what we're building this squad for. Trossard with a clear chance to sort of put that game away. Zubi with another clean strike to hit the bar twice. But yeah, Goiker got on the score sheet with a penalty. Well finished. A lot of power behind it. So that was good to see. We'll see if he can continue taking that goal to get to the next level. And then last but not least, I'll pass it over to you.
I pass it over to me. Anyway, guys, Aston Villa beats Manchester United 2-1. Newsflash. Okay. Like 10 straight wins for Villa, man. Happy for them.
So they are the informed team in the Premier League.
Yeah. I think they play Chelsea next. Yeah. I think it's Chelsea, then you guys or something.
I think we already played them, so I don't think it's us anytime soon.
I don't know. But yeah, I think they play Chelsea next. 10 in a row. United had a couple of guys out because of AFCON and injury, and then Bruno got injured in the first half, hamstring injury. Meno was not available. Debut for 2 academy
It's not
youngins. Like,
available.
bro, like, what can we do? What
Free
can
me,
we
no,
do?
free me.
Like,
You can free me.
I'm not interested in any conspiracy
You can
theories
free
around
me,
that guy.
no. You can free me,
But
no.
yeah, like, United had chances to at least not lose that game that went begging. And in my opinion, like, yes, the goals from Rogers were good, but I still feel like they could have been better defended. And I don't want to call out a certain young defender on the show for the sake of his mental health, right? In case somebody manages to see this. Well, yeah,
But I think
God help us.
you
God help
knocked
us.
on a player that I really want to give a big shout out for. I like to give my little hot takes or like predictions. And this is
When Yimika wants to overhype somebody, he calls it hot takes, guys. So let's have it, Yimika. Let's
bro,
have
like
it.
I don't think I'd be missing on most of these things, but honestly,
All right.
Morgan Rogers is a player that I saw watched a lot of last season, and I had seen him the previous season like sort of come up and sort of show himself as like a key player for Aston Villa or a regular starter for him. And I think he's really getting to that next level. Honestly, in the summer transfer window, there are going to be a lot of clubs in for him, looking to pry him away from Aston Villa's hands. But this is for my main focus right now is the World Cup that's coming up. Qualifiers and a lot of the friendlies, he's been playing as that number 10 role ahead of Jude. You know, there was a whole situation where Jude was getting up to speed, and we've talked a little bit about Madrid's issues that they're facing right now. I really think that he could be someone that would start in that number 10 role, maybe not be as flashy or as action man as Jude Bellingham on the pitch, but will do a job and will be consistent for England and help them actually be super competitive in the World Cup. I know England is one of the key favorites and all of that, but beyond being a favorite, I think it's that consistency of play. And he reminds me a lot of like how Saka does the dirty work, but is also someone that when you give him the ball and space can do fantastic things with it. So one player to watch out for. I'm not saying anything about him being England's best player or the focus of England around him, but I think him in that central position, being an engine behind your guys like Dex and your guys like the guy from Nottingham Forest,
Anderson.
what's his name again? Anderson. They can really build a very athletic and determined midfield trio that can drive England to World Cup glory. But yeah, you wanted to give a shout out for our African brothers.
Yeah. So AFCON kicked off yesterday, and yeah, really exciting. Rain drenched the opening ceremony, unfortunately, but Davido and French Montana still, killed it. Morocco won their first game 2-0. Nice bicycle kick. Like, Nigeria is playing tomorrow. We are Nigerians at the end of the day. Yimika and I.
Am I?
Please. We know you have another passport, but we are Nigerians at the end of the day. Nigeria is playing Tanzania on Tuesday, tomorrow. And we were thinking about, doing a watch along on Saturday for the game against Tunisia, which seems like it will be an exciting game. So if you guys are interested in that, let's know in the comments. Yeah, like we'll be happy to do that. So keep watching, keep letting a friend know that doesn't know, and keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week.
No, in the new year, brother. You again, you butchered
in
it.
The new year.
Then it will be us that didn't show up. It will be us that
But then
available.
if we have the watch along, it will still be this year.
Yeah, but not the show. Not the show. The show will come next year. Yeah.
All right, guys.
So wishing you guys the Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year.
Happy holidays.